UPSC IAS. Now, we were doing this change in ratio questions. We had done type 1. Type 1, you remember, in which we had ratios like A ratio B, and then both, something was changed in both the parts of the ratio. That is, some x was added here, some x was added here, or some x was subtracted here, or some x was subtracted here. Then the new ratio was given to you like C ratio D. Then something you had to do. Correct? For that, you can see the first part of this series. Now, in type 2, what we saw, in type 1, what was happening? This and this was changing by the same number. Correct? Both were increasing by the same number or decreasing by the same number. In type 2, what we saw, that only one of them was changing and the other was constant. This B and again B. So first part was changing, other part was not changing, or vice versa. Understood? That was part 2. Now we get to part 3. Now see carefully. What happens in this is, let's say there is, let's take one example. This is Ram, this is Shyam. Now Ram has, let's say, 10 pens and Shyam has 17 pens. Okay, this is their ratio. Ram has, let's say, 10 pens only and Shyam has 17 pens. Now what will happen in these questions is, this Shyam will give, let's say, some pens to Shyam will give some pens to Ram. Correct? Shyam will give some pens to Ram. Now what will happen? This Shyam is giving away some pens. Shyam is giving away some pens. So what will happen? If Shyam is giving away some pens, this will decrease. Correct? So this part of the ratio will decrease. Why? Because Shyam is giving away some pens. Now Ram is getting some pens. So this will increase. This part decrease and this part increases. Understood? Now, why this is so different from the other types? In the other types, what we were saying, in first type what we saw, same were changed, both were changing by same x. Or in the second type we saw only one part was changing, other was constant. Here both parts are definitely changing. In fact, their values is also equal, because how much Shyam is giving, that much only is R gaining. Correct? But the values are in opposite direction. That is, this one is decreasing, that one is increasing by the same amount. Now it will be given to you that, let's say, he passed on 5 books. Correct? Then the ratio becomes this. Then the ratio becomes, let's say, 12 ratio 14. And then you will be asked, what were the original number of books that Ram and Shyam had? These are the types of question that we see in type 3. Understood this much? Now, let's see a question. See, this is Raju and Lalita. They both have marbles. Initially, this is the ratio. This is the initial ratio of marbles that they have. Then Lalita gave X marbles to Raju. Then Lalita gave X marbles to Raju and new ratio became 5 ratio 6. This becomes your new ratio. Now, the question is, what fraction of her original marbles did Lalita give to Raju? Raju ratio Lalita, this is the number of marbles that they have, was 4:9. This was the initial ratio. After that, what happened? Lalita gave away X marbles to Raju. So Lalita lost X marbles, Raju gained X marbles. Correct? Now, after this transaction, that Lalita gave X marbles to Raju, the new ratio became 5:6. Now you are asked, what fraction of original marbles did Lalita give to Raju? What fractions of her original marbles did Lalita give to Raju? That is X you need to find, and the total number of marbles that Lalita had, that you need to find, and their ratio you will take, you will get to the answer. Understood? Now, how to do this? See, this is 4:9, that is 5:6. Now, if this is 4:9, this is 5:6, what you can say? See, understand one thing. In type 3, the basic crux is what I have written here. The direction is different, but it is changing by the same number. Therefore, the sum remains constant. The sum remains constant. That is, total number of marbles that Raju and Lalita had together will always be same, because let's say Raju and Lalita together had 15 marbles, in which let's say Raju had 5 and Lalita had 10. Now Lalita gave away 2 marbles to Raju. So Raju will have 7 and Lalita will have 8. But the sum in both cases, that is 5 and 10 and 7 and 8, sum in both cases is 15 only. Correct? Because the system is not losing anything. The system of Raju and Lalita as a whole, as a couple, they are not losing anything. Correct? Only the transfer of marble is within the system. That is why this difference would be constant. This difference would be constant. Now understand. If this difference has to be constant, just see this. That means if this difference, if the sum is constant, here also, that is total number of marbles are same here and here, then what I can say is, number of ratio points here and here should have been same. Correct? If number of marbles is same in both the cases, then ratio points should also have been same. Correct? This was the old ratio, this is the new ratio. But the issue is that they are not same. Correct? 9 plus 4 is 13, 6 plus 5 is 11. So what? This is 13, this is 11. Now they are not same, but they have to be same, because by our understanding we know that the sum of marbles is same in both the cases. So how do you make them same? Now this becomes your question. Simply you cross multiply them. So what you will get? Next ratio, just equivalent of this. You multiply 11 with both the parts of this. So what you will get? 11 into 4 is 44, ratio 99. This becomes your original ratio. Now, next part of it. You multiply 13 with this. Okay. So new ratio, 13 into 5 gives you 65 and 13 into 6 gives you 78. Understood? Now it does not matter what is the difference between them or this, that, nothing matters. What matters is the sum is now exactly the same. Correct? You can see also, if 44 you will add, the sum will be 143. Correct? The sum is 143. Here also 78 plus 65, 5, 3. So 83, 83 plus 60, 143. So the sum became same. That is what we wanted. Now once the sum becomes same, now it is easy. Now, see this. You can see in both ways. This is what Lalita is losing. So initially, if Lalita had 99 marbles, now she has only 78. How much did she lose then? 99 minus 78, that is 21 marbles. This is 21 marbles. That means, now where did she lose this? It's not that she lost it somewhere in the sea. She gave it away to Raju. So whatever she is losing, 21, you can see Raju is gaining 21. 44 plus 21 is 65. So this is 21 marbles. That is the transaction between them. So Lalita actually gave away 21 of her marbles to Raju. This is what happened. And the original numbers, as I have told you, once you multiply and all this, you forget this. This is your past. Move on in life. So this will be now your real ratios. So here clearly, what you can say, that how it is asked, what a fraction of her original marbles did Lalita give to Raju? What fraction of? Now, how many marbles did she give? She gave away 21 marbles. Now her original, how many marbles did she have? Originally, she had 99 marbles. That's it. 21 marbles she gave away, 99 she had originally. This becomes your ratio. You can cancel it once, I think with 3. So you will get 7 and 33. This becomes your answer. Understood? Understood this 7 by 33. That is whatever marbles Lalita had, of that 7 by 33 she gave away to Raju. Understood? This is what the question asked. This is the third type of question that you see. Correct? Understood all of them? If I have to summarize it, in first type of questions, what you see? There are two parts to the ratio. Both change by same quantity. Increase or decrease. Correct? And then you get the new ratio. So first type is both are changing like this. Correct? In second one, this one is constant and this one is changing by some quantity. Okay? Increase, decrease does not matter. This one is changing, this one is constant. In the third one, this is decreasing and this is increasing by the same quantity. This is decreasing, this is increasing by the same quantity. So this and this. Okay? So these are the three types that you have. In first time, what you equate? In first one, you equate the difference between them, because the difference between them will be same. Even if you add 15 or any number to them, the difference between them will still be the same. So in first one, what you do? You equate their differences being same. You utilize this. In second time, what you do? You make one part of it same and the other part you see whatever is the change. Then you equate it. In third one, what you do? You understand that the transaction is between one part to the other. That is, the sum total of the system is still the same. So you equate that sum total in the first ratio as well as sum total in the second ratio is exactly same. Understood? These are all three parts. If you understand them well, you will be able to do most questions using these three types only. Okay? Most PYQs you can do like this. You won't need much equations or anything. Just understanding of these three parts. That's it for this lecture. Hope you liked it. Thank you.